Tonight at 6, we are shivering through single-digit wind chills. This cold weather could lead to some slick spots out on the roads.
And now we're bracing for the potential of more snow as we look live downtown right now. Clear skies, but it is cold out there. The wind chill makes it even more uncomfortable, and this freeze is expected to stick around for much of the week. That's the bad news.
Yeah, Angela's tracking it for us. So when is the snow getting here?
We have 3 snow chances. So basically tonight, Tuesday night, and Wednesday night. Bad timing, it's cold, and anything that falls will stick and cause some slick conditions. So stick with us. It's going to be a busy week, and it's going to be a cold week. We're in the teens and low 20s right now. It's 20 in Brown County, but 15 in Crawfordsville, 14 at Morse Reservoir. Sunshine early, clouds on the increase now. And Ann and Scott asked about that snow chance. There will be a few flurries possible this evening and overnight, mainly south of I-74. So if you are to the north, no issues, but there could be school delays because of the cold. Those wind chills tomorrow morning, anywhere from 5 to 15 below zero, could have some school delays south because of a quick coating of snow late tonight and early tomorrow morning. We also look ahead to a developing winter storm. What's highlighted in pink, these are winter storm warnings. What's highlighted in purple, those are winter weather advisories. This winter storm for tomorrow night into the early part of Wednesday could bring places like Bloomington, Columbus, Bedford, Seymour a couple of inches of snow, and then we get another snow chance Wednesday into Thursday. It's going to be one of those weeks you're probably going to need extra travel time just about every morning.
All right, thanks so much, Angela. And don't forget, you can get real-time alerts about this cold stretch of weather and also any potential school closing information, because there can be closings and delays when it gets really cold like this. We don't want the kids out at the bus stop in the morning. You can get all the information if you download our Live Doppler 13 weather app. It's free, and you can find it in your phone's app store.
Thousands of packages are still getting jammed at the U.S. Postal Service hub here in Indianapolis. This is a story we've been reporting since December.
And we are finally making a little bit of progress. What is going on? Just last week, Indiana congressional leaders sent a letter to the U.S. Postmaster General wanting answers. Today, they say they still have yet to receive a response back. Also tonight, we're learning about issues and allegations at other facilities all across the country. It's not just here. Marion County reporter Lauren Kostick joins us live in studio with the next steps that we could see now if some of these issues of delays are not resolved.
Exactly. We've been looking into all these different facilities because at this point we really have heard it all. We've heard about live animals there, life-saving medicine, Christmas cards, passports, collectibles, all somewhere inside this USPS distribution hub in Indy. And it turns out it's not the only U.S. Postal facility dealing with this very problem. Turns out Atlanta faced similar issues with the problems leading to a federal audit last year.
Last August, the Office of the Inspector General for USPS released this audit of Atlanta's postal distribution hub. The report cited issues with staffing and supervision, recommending 7 changes, including facility-specific training and more managerial hires. Similar audits were also done in Richmond, Virginia, and Houston, Texas. All of these facilities part of the Postmaster General's restructuring plan, consolidating local offices into massive hubs known as regional processing and distribution centers. The one on Indy's east side is also part of this rollout. Within the last 2 months, 13 News has received hundreds of complaints of packages being delayed weeks and even months. This video provided to 13 News shows the backlog that workers say is only getting worse. And now every member of Indiana's congressional delegation is demanding an explanation and a solution.
Everyone signed on the letter, Democrats and Republicans, every district across Indiana in Congress. We want an answer, we want a fix, timely.
Leaders in Louisville and Jacksonville have also sent similar letters about issues happening in their cities. A Postal Service representative said the agency will respond to the Indiana delegation directly, but it's not clear when. In the meantime, packages and complaints continue to pile up.
So it's very possible if we don't see the issues resolved here in Indy, we could see one of these audits done at our distribution hub, but it's still kind of too early to tell. And it's also important to note that some of these packages are not just everyday orders. For example, I spoke with a man earlier today. He ordered some live baby chicks through the mail, which he says usually no problems, right? He picks them up in Greenfield. Well, this time they were stuck at the distribution hub. And when he finally got them, he said that only 5 of those 22 baby chicks survived. So just all different stories we've been hearing. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Right. Oh, Lauren, thank you. I'm so glad you're staying on top of this.
For
I
sure.
hope there's some pressure that leads to resolution.
Absolutely.
Thanks. Dozens of people gathered downtown at the Indiana State House today. They all are taking part in a protest that is nationwide.
Not My President's Day protests are taking part all across the country, including here in Indianapolis. All of this in response to actions taken by the Trump administration during the president's second term.
So the protesters that we saw at the State House had a variety of signs. They spoke out against the war in Ukraine and also were speaking out against the president's actions to cut government funding, which includes mass layoffs of federal workers.
We learned today that more kids here in Indiana are in foster care and experiencing food insecurity. This is according to a new statewide report from the Indiana Youth Institute.
Our Karen Campbell combed over the numbers and breaks down now what else is revealed in this data, and she reports from the State House.
Leaders with the Indiana Youth Institute say this is like a report card for adults, showing how our kids are doing in a number of categories. Leaders went over the data in the House chamber. The report is called Kids Count Data Book. It highlights areas like family and community, health, economic well-being, and education. Overall, data shows Indiana ranks 27th in the U.S. President Tammy Silverman says while there are areas that need improvement, our state is making good progress.
So the number of kids that are smoking has declined consistently, as are the number of kids who are drinking alcohol and using alcohol, and that has decreased over every grade, and so that's a real bright spot.
Silverman says this report challenges adults to take note of everything, every area of improvement, and how we can do better. And you can see the full report broken down by each category and each county on our website, WTHR.com. At the State House, Karen Campbell, 13 News.
Tonight, an investigation is underway to find out what caused this. This is a fire at a church on the east side of Indianapolis.
Yeah, all of this breaking out around 1 o'clock this afternoon near 38th and Shadeland. You can see all the smoke and flames coming out of the roof of that building.
Crews worked there for several hours to contain the blaze. Authorities now telling 13 News the good news is that no one was inside that church on this Monday, this holiday, when that fire started, and so therefore nobody was hurt.
Tonight, a man is now under arrest in connection with a string of shootings last month on the northwest side of Indy.
Authorities say the 20-year-old fired shots into 4 homes, and this happened just hours apart overnight. In the end, 1 person is injured. It all started just before midnight, January 16th. Police say the man fired several bullets into a home located on West 33rd Street. And they say just hours later, the man was involved in several other shootings in that area.
A man inside of an apartment was shot in the foot. Victims helped police connect the suspect to all 4 of these shootings.
This suspect, again, reckless in his behavior with a firearm, shot into residences, houses, where people were at, again, putting lives at risk.
So this suspect in the case is facing preliminary charges of battery with a deadly weapon and multiple counts of criminal recklessness.